Hi! It's Sunday! Yes, and it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be 80. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be windy. But I'll take the first two. Fine. I've already got the doors and windows open. I'm happy. And Kath had to go work. Bark. Wish he didn't. Wish I didn't. But we're not independently wealthy yet, so. Of course, you got to do something to be independently wealthy. And I don't do any of those things. Hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. We actually had a nice day yesterday. We went and ran a couple errands, and we literally just laid on the bed together and played games on our phone and just laid next to each other. It's kind of nice. A little low key, and then Rover came over last night. Because I watched it when it came out on Netflix. AJ and the Queen. It was RuPaul's show. It was supposed to be like a dramedy kind of thing. And it was very funny. It was very campy, very cute. I mean, there was plot holes, but it was campy. It was it was a drag queen. It was about a drag queen and a runaway 10-year-old girl, and and it's from 2020. Well, Kath hadn't seen it. I'm like, I think you'll like it. He's like, Well, finally I found a preview, showed it to him, and he saw all the queens from Drag Race, and he went, oh yeah, I want to watch that. I'm like, I tried to tell you. And then Rover came over, because I wasn't, game nights have kind of fallen apart due to a lot of things at the moment. And I wasn't expecting anybody to come over. I made some ravioli with hot Italian sausage for me and Kath, and it was just frozen cheese raviolis, and I just fried them. I didn't do much, okay? Other than I had 2 cloves of garlic left. I smashed them up, stirred it up in the mess, so it was a little more garlicky. That was all I did. That was the extent of my cooking last night. Basically heating food up. Well, and had to brown the sausage because it was raw. Yeah, I started to do that part. But other than that, no, there was no cooking. But I wasn't expecting anything. Rover's like, oh, sorry, I'm away. I'm like, we weren't really planning much, but okay. I'd love to see you anyway. And he hung out with us until like 2 a.m. So we basically binged the entire 10 episodes of that show. And though Kath and I were going to play It Takes Two, because I want to finish that, because the makers who made It Takes Two have another game that's very similar, like in play concept, but the story obviously is different, and I want to check it out. So we got to get there. But that is, but that was the weekend. It was really nice, getting to spend all that time with Rover, and I really enjoy time with Rover. He's a very good puppy. And then Kath and I went to bed, and he had to go to work, and I'm rough. And I gotta clean. I didn't clean last weekend because I just didn't. Like, it was just. There was no fucks given, no nothing. I just didn't want to fucking clean, and and not like we're dirty people. Like, well, okay, boyfriend's messy. Love him to death, I really do, but he's a mess. I'm generally a pretty clean puppy, so my house isn't really bad, but for me it's gross, and it's got to be taken care of. I also gotta, so I'm a little musky today, so I gotta shower. Didn't shower yesterday. I was a bad puppy. But I didn't want to. I wasn't doing anything. And now today's like, yeah. We're starting to hit the edge of that must, and I smell good, but right on the edge or something, it's not gonna smell good anymore. I'm a suntown. What can I say? But yeah, and then I One, I do like the judge in Colorado. Saw this on Next yesterday. Well, from Friday night. This is hilarious. Mike Lindell is being sued. I think sued or charged. I can't remember. So no, not charged. I don't remember. Anyway, he's in trouble here for election interference with the whole thing, with the Mesa County clerk of courts doing the thing with the voting machines, and yeah, he's in trouble. One way or another, either he's being sued or I can't remember which way it's going. if it's criminal or civil. But regardless, the lawyers used an AI chatbot to write their brief. It ended up obviously being full of 50,000 just errors and everything, right? It was a mess. They turned this into the judge. Now, when you get to that point, that is final draft. It's like when you turn in your homework in school. You turn it in, you're done, right? They obviously weren't done. So the judge, girl comes back and goes, I don't fucking think so. What the fuck are you doing in my court? I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but I'm sure that's what she was thinking. And they're like, and she's penalizing them for this. Because you didn't do your job. You're making a mockery of the court. Borderline contempt. She ain't got no time for your bullshit. Right? Well, the judges come back and go, well, wait, you can't, you have to warn me before you make me in troubles. Honey, you spent 4 years in college. You took an exam to pass the bar. I'm assuming you barely passed both. If you thought doing what you just did was, okay. But of course, it's a woman. They're male lawyers fighting for a conservative. So there's a really good chance that they're very misogynistic. And it's a woman, she'll just do as I say. Good on you, girl. Good on you. For just going, no, I'm punishing you because you fucked up. That's funny. That's just fucking funny. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's fucking funny. Okay. Then, also on Friday, if you hadn't heard, in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee County, a judge was arrested for telling ICE to stay the fuck out of her courtroom and out of her courthouse. Because you are not going to be just grabbing brown people with funny last names out of her courthouse until they've had their day in court. Literally, I'm done with you bullshit. You've already done it a couple times. I tried to stop you. Now I am stopping you. Stay the fuck out of my courthouse. So, Kash Patel, FBI director, who's also, part of Trump's cabinet, arrested her for obstruction of justice. Oh, yeah. This is going to... hopefully the federal courts kind of go, no. And I'm sure it will, but because she's a federal, and the thing is, she's a federal judge in that district. So that one's going to be interesting. That one, I'm going to kind of keep an eye on that one. But one spot of good news. I see you, Australia. Australia trying to push through a bill. I don't know if they call it a bill. We'll go with bill because we understand that way here. That basically tells social media, and I'm just starting to see what's going on, but this is the gist of it. Tell social media companies, okay, you've been killing local news because you're more convenient. Cool. All right. So these are things you have to do. Like, be truthful, fact check, that type of shit. Also, we need you to make sure you're supporting local media that's posting to your platforms. So basically, instead of the other way around, where these social media platforms or these news platforms have to pay them to certify and all shit, now it's going to be the other way around, where they have to pay the local news, wherever the news is posting, for views and clicks, because that's how it should be, because that's basically a fucking advertiser. People are going to your social media platforms to see this news because it's easier and more efficient. You should be paying the news source because you're making money off of that. I think that's a great idea. I see you, Australia. I know it's not going to happen here because, well, at least not right now. But I think if we can get rid of Sharp Bus Fuhrer and his band of merry idiots, we might get somewhere. I guess we'll see, huh? So, that's my thoughts for today. I'm going to drink some more coffee, like I need it, and start doing cleaning things and all the way around. So, I thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and let's have a fucking awesome Sunday, huh?